Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. This is KyleIceW, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the brand new I almost said Fantastic Voyage. It's actually the Fantastic Fairytale Bundle. This bundle you can actually get online, on the GameStop website. I'm probably going to have that I'm going to have a link of that in my description for you guys, because, you can just buy it right now. But also it is in stores if you guys want the actual physical card as well. So, it's actually really cool. I'm really excited about this. This is going to be the first video up, so I should start by saying I do apologize for the break that I was on. It was kind of, for me, because I've been going through a couple of things. And thank you guys. I just want to say thank you for those of you that were checking up on me and making sure I am okay. Thank you. If I'm a little bit skittish in this video, it's because, I haven't done this in a little bit, so I'm kind of getting used to it again, if that makes sense. I should also start by saying I did record not only this video about the Fantastic Fairytale Bundle, but I also recorded another video about the new teleport effects. I created those two videos already, but the videos actually got corrupted, so I do apologize about that. So I'm actually going to have to record both of them again, but because I already did record the videos, I actually not only did I buy the new teleport effects before the video even started, because I already made the video prior, and I had to delete them as well. But for the Fantastic Fairytale Bundle, I actually don't have the ability to show you guys all of the stats because I already did that. So there are loads of other people that did make videos about it, so I'm sure you guys could check those out as well. What we're going to be focusing on is, I guess, the detail and things that I think that we should be improved and stuff like that. Because when I first made the video, I had a lot to say. Not bad, good stuff, of course. So let's go ahead and check out everything. We're actually going to get off of our Wolf of Winter mount because I want to show you guys not only the new gear. I actually did stitch some of it because the gear is actually very good at max level, especially for my character. This is the new Noble Toad mount. It's from Imperia Part 2, actually especially in the loading screen as well. So he just has a little crown on. I think it's so cool, and he's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that. There is a new Ever After Village house that comes with it as well, which is this video is going to be kind of long because I'm going to show you guys basically everything that comes with this because I wasn't able to show you guys much of anything else. But this is the new outfit. I actually should also show you guys the new wand, which is called the Poison Apple. I believe this bundle costed about $35, but I'm not too sure, so don't hold me to that. Also, the gear is actually supposed to be red and blue. You can actually color it because it's dyeable, which is really nice. So it is red and blue. It is no auction, and yeah. So I'm gonna try to show you guys also the stats for just the max because I think that's all I have. But that's the new pet. Apparently that was the idle animation. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. You got a nice little crown. I think it looks very noble and it's very clean. I think the detail in this is beautiful. But this is what it looks like when you run. I also do like the little it looks like blood on the poison apple, but obviously it's not because it's supposed to be from the apple. It's like apple juice or something. But it almost looks like it's blood. They almost got there. That is clearly the animation. He puts his head in the ground and kind of throws up some rocks. But that's what he looks like when he runs. He kind of bounces. He's like a chimera. If you guys know about some mythology stuff, chimeras aren't just what you see in Wizard101. Chimeras are actually multiple animals put together. So clearly, as you can see, this is kind of like a lizard slash frog slash dinosaur. So that's kind of what it looks like. It's a really cool little guy. He did the animation again, which was really cool. So also another thing that you got along with the the new pet, wand, and attire, you also get, by the way, it's called the Monarch's gear, and then that was the Poison Apple, and then you got the new pet, which is the Noble Toad, but you also got a new mount. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. It is called the Pumpkin Carriage, I believe that's what it's called. Let's take a look. Pumpkin Carriage. It is plus 40. It is a permanent mount, no auction, crowns only, and it is a 4-person mount. When I first took a look, I guess, at this new mount, look at the amount of detail that was put into this mount. It's amazing. So At first, I was confused as to how this could possibly be a four-person mount. I mean, not entirely. I quickly realized that the leaves look like seats, so you probably have like two other people sitting on the front and the back. But one thing that I want to show you guys is the inside of this amazing mount. Like, not only is the seat beautiful, but there's a little table. So the amount of detail that was put into this mount is actually pretty crazy. So this is the sound effects and I guess the little animation when you ride. When you back up, it's just kind of like how you go forward. The jump is kind of loud, but also it's very like, I don't know. It's loud and kind of obnoxious, but it's very abrupt because when you jump up, it kind of falls down real quick because of the gravity. But it's really cool. Also, I do like the little lanterns that are on the front of the carriage. But yeah, I also like how your character does the wave out the window because you guys are just going so fast. In reality, when you put your hand out the window, you're catching wind. So it's actually really cool that they added something like that. So I do like that a lot, and that is all of the, like, I guess, gear and stuff that you get. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the new Ever After, I guess, Village Bundle. This comes with a lot of interesting stuff. I had a lot to say about it when I first made the video. For example, as you can see, this loading screen. One thing that I wanted to say was not only should there be music, I think that all their houses should have like specific music, only because I'm actually going to turn down this sound effects. But I feel like back in the day when they created all the world houses, they had music to it. Like Wizard City had their Wizard City music, Dragonspire House had the Dragonspire music, just like the normal music, and that was fine. But the newer bundles that they've come out with, they haven't put any music. You actually have to put it in yourself, which is kind of unfortunate, because if you want music, all you have to do is change it. If you really didn't like the music that were to come with like this bundle, but that's one thing I really wish that there was music. The other thing is, like I said, I would like to see a different loading screen. Make the bundle that you're buying feel a little bit more unique. Makes you feel a little bit more like you actually purchased something different. It has like a different loading screen. It's just small, little. I'm not too sure if it's difficult to do. But yeah, so this is actually where you spawn in when you jump to the house. When I was first talking about that house when I first made the video, I'm probably going to keep saying that, is I wanted it to feel like a village, because it's an ever after village. Not only is there a cool little boot house over there, a little village over there, there's a bigger village here, a wishing fountain over there, there's actually little crops over here. Oh, I didn't even see, this is supposed to be a little secret area. I didn't even notice that you can actually see it from here, which is really cool. And yeah, but it feels like a village, which is really, really nice. But a couple of things that I did have, I guess, constructive criticism to say about this house was, not only is it's a beautiful house, but when you come to the side of here, you can clearly see that these trees are flat, which isn't terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world. But it's just kind of noticeable, and it makes you feel like you're in a boxed-in area rather than a forest. So it's something very small. Usually this is what Wizard does with their houses or areas and stuff like that. So it's not terrible, because if you do get up close, it's beautiful. Like, the artist who did that is amazing. But another thing that I had a problem with was this line. Like, it's in a couple spots, but instead of kind of making it blend, maybe putting a tree in front of it or something like that, you just kind of put a line from the stone and the forest there, which is kind of, it's not terrible, like I said. It's just something that I noticed that maybe a couple other people might notice, and it's not bad, it's just there. So I was really happy to see that there is a dual circle. I'm so glad that they're actually adding dual circles in all of the newer bundles, like houses, which is pretty great. I do also like the fact that they are using the new trees from Wizard City. I wish there was a way to actually get this tree. Hopefully there is a way to do that in the wishing well. I can show you guys what I actually got, because in my other video when I made it, I should delete it, but I did get something that was pretty cool. But I do like this tree. We're going to go ahead and, after we look around, we'll go into some of the, maybe all of them, but probably some of the buildings, because I want to show you guys just the outside. So this is the tower, which I also had something to say about this. I really do like the way it looks. As you can see, there is a balcony. And I'll just tell you guys right now that unfortunately they didn't add a balcony. Like, there's no way to get to the balcony. It's just kind of for effect, I guess. You can actually go under the waterfall, which is really cool. I think, if I remember, this connects to the tower, which was really, really cool. I do also like the fact that they added enough detail. They added water, which is great, and there's fishing, but there is like a lack of water, so it kind of gives you more of that mysterious effect, I guess, because there is water, but there is no water in this big lake, which is pretty cool. So as you can see, this is where the wishing well is. I think it's a daily thing. Yeah, because I can't get it anymore. But what I did get from the wishing well, it's a daily thing. Like I said, you go over to it, you hit X, and then you get a item or probably treasure cards. I'm not sure what you get exactly, but this is what I got. This doesn't actually come in the house. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like a little mushroom house, and I think it's pretty cool. So that's what you get. You can come up here. Oh, by the way, this is like the little village area. I do like it. It feels pretty cool. Like you have a little barn area. There's a big like house. By the way, I think the bank was in here, and I do remember being very impressed with the architecture inside the house, not only outside the house. I do like the fact that there's like a crop area. I feel like it would be really cool if there was maybe some actual crops growing. This is probably going to be a lot of people's like garden house, because you might be able to. I think you can put stuff. Yeah, you can actually put stuff on this, so it's probably going to be like a garden house for some people, on like the Red Barn farm. This is actually a secret area over here, so this is really cool. This tree right here you can actually go under, but we'll check that out in a minute. That is a little boot house, and I already have to say, because I went in that house before, I like the fact that it looks like a boot inside. You'll see that in a minute. But over here is a small little village area. It's weird that they have like 3 different kinds of like textured or houses. I guess maybe it makes it feel a little bit different, because if they're all the same, it would just look weird. But all of them look different inside as well. And we'll go over there. We'll go over there when we look inside that house. But as you can see, it looks pretty cool. But we're gonna go ahead and go into a secret area in this house. You actually go here, and you just go right into the wall, I believe. Yeah, you go right into the wall, which is pretty cool. I do like that. And you come to a little secret house. Now let's go ahead and start going into this house. Oh, by the way, this tree right here, you can actually go under, and that's where the other tree like ends up. Over there, which is really cool. But let's go ahead and go into this house. When I first went in there, I was kind of I wasn't impressed because it was empty, but it makes sense that it's empty, so I guess that's just like me. But when you go in there, it's just, you know, kind of cool. There's like, you can tell that it's supposed to be a gingerbread house, if that makes sense. Like the ground, the textured ground is kind of cool. The walls are kind of cool. I don't really particularly like this flooring for some reason. It actually kind of reminds me of their older textured, like, I don't know, stuff. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like brownies maybe, or like, I don't know. But I do like the ceiling and that little purple candy cane that's on the ceiling as well. And I do like the walls and the doors especially. The floors though are kind of unusual. I feel like they could have done maybe a little bit better. I don't know. It's, by the way, anytime I say something that sounds bad, it's definitely for constructive criticism, because if I definitely find there's an issue with it, then I'm sure other people do as well. But all in all, this house is actually really, really great, especially for the cost, and what you get as well is really, really great. So that's that little area. It's very special. Let's go ahead and check out these areas. I actually did want to show you guys, this is the main area, the main house I should say. It actually connects to that barn area, which I did have something to say, but I guess I kind of retracted that. There's the bank right there. Look at this architecture. Like the ceiling and everything, it, like, from the outside and the inside, it looks perfect. Another thing that I remember Wizard101 having not a problem with, but something that they didn't really care too much about, was when you looked at a house from the outside, it was a specific shape, and when you walked inside the house, it didn't look the way it looked from the outside. So one thing they did with these houses in this bundle is, when from the outside, this house basically looks exactly like how it's supposed to look. And then when you go inside, it looks and feels like you're in that actual house. I do love these stairs. And the placement of them as well. I do love this balcony as well. We're gonna go into these 2 little rooms, or we'll just stay with this one. because that one looks exactly the same. But one thing that I did kind of like is um, right, where is it? I think it's right here. Yeah, right here is a little secret area, and it goes all the way to the barn, which is really cool. So we'll go ahead and go into the barn, and then we'll exit the barn. I didn't walk far enough. Am I not walking far enough? Oh, there we go. When I first came in here, I saw this, and I was like, is this actually a door? Like, is this supposed to actually be a door? Because you're just going through it. But it doesn't look bad. So this is the barn. I wouldn't know what people would actually put in here. Probably some animals, because there is way to get NPCs into, houses. So that is really cool. I'm sorry for that beep. So this is that little area. Let's go ahead and check out the tower next as well, because I found the tower to look very, very cool. In fact, I remember saying that it looked like if I lived there in reality, it would be amazing. I love these little flower pots that they have around here, especially if I saw this in like Wizard City. I feel like it'd be like a really cool dungeon to just put that in like Wizard City, because of this like little door here. But as you can see, there's like a balcony up there. I'm trying to see if I can show you guys. There's a balcony up there. And it was unfortunate to see that there was no way to get all the way to the balcony. This down here actually brings you this way, I should say, brings you all the way to the waterfall. I did like that. Like it's like an unnecessary thing that they added, but like they didn't have to add it, if that makes sense. So they didn't have to add it, but they added it, so it's like an extra thing that you can do, which is really, really nice. The texture in here is beautiful. I would love to see what people would put in this kind of area. It reminds me of sort of like a dungeon, if that makes sense. It would be really cool actually one day to see them add like little dungeons that are part of the house. So this is like the second floor. And then if you go up to the top floor, which I was kind of disappointed in seeing, when you go up to the top floor, there is no actual balcony. It's just like another room. It's not terrible, but if you're going to add a balcony, especially on the outside of I guess, the building, I actually didn't see if there was a way to even get outside. Like, they have like little secret areas. I guess they don't. No, they don't. But, yeah, it was unfortunate to see that they didn't actually have anything like that up here. Like this is the final floor. So that was kind of unfortunate, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But it was just something that bothered me a little bit. So that also goes for the boot house that we're gonna go to when we walk all the way down these stairs. But like I said, all in all, this bundle has a lot of great stuff. I think, like I said, these have amazing stats as well, like this gear. Speaking of, I wanted to show you guys that. This is actually what the hat looks like, and it's better. In some ways it's better, in some ways it lacks a couple of things, but this is basically what the Monarch's hat looks like. This I actually swapped because there was no crit. It was actually just like a lot of critical block, but it was like 14 plus or 1400 like health that you got. Yeah, and then this is actually what the boots are as well, which, like I said, are a little bit better but lack a couple things for Ice. Mainly I was saying that because Ice actually has a very specific like set of gear when you're max level, like the Bone Smasher robe and the Crocotopian hat, or Crocopatra's hat, and then the boots as well. You can get from like Professor Boots and stuff like that. But even the wand, the wand was very similar to this. Oh, actually, well, this is the wand. This is the wand. But the one that I actually use is the. Where is the wand that the Witch Hunters. I can't even say the last word, but it's basically the Witch Hunters one. Similar, but different in some ways. You actually have two sockets, and you get the same amount of damage, same amount of crit. You just get Pierce, which is, I feel like, in some ways better than the critical block, but in other ways, not so good. So that's just like personal preference. Also, it does more damage, the Shadow spell. Let's go ahead and go to the final little couple areas, the boot and those three houses. I might as well show you those three houses as well. I do like the fact that you can actually just go up the sides here. You don't actually have to go all the way around. I feel like in some places you can't. Oh, I guess you can. I do like that though. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go in here. It's a boot. Also, like I said, there is a balcony. You can't go to the balcony. So I don't know why it was added. I guess it's just for effect. But as you can see here, it looks like a boot inside this actual building. And there are no little like secret areas, I don't believe, in here. Keep in mind, if there are, I probably will miss a couple. Maybe. We'll see. But as you can see, it looks and feels like you're still in the boot, like that actual building. Like it's not just like a square little house. And then this is the top of the little boot, which is cool. I feel like in some ways, like I said, there should be a little door here that brings you to the balcony. Just to give the house a little bit more life. Like I said, they did add a lot of things that were unnecessary, that they didn't even need to add, that they did add. So that's really, really cool. But like all in all, graphics are beautiful. Everything that you got is really, really great. This four-person mount is really, really nice. The detail that they put into it is very great. This is actually, out of all three of these, was my favorite one because just the detail they put into the floor and the ceiling and the walls, and the door. Basically the whole house. But yeah, so that one is really, really nice. The next one is kind of a wood, like sticked. It's like sticks, and then the other one's like hay. Yeah, so there's this one. Pretty basic. You got a ground dirt floor. I wouldn't know what anybody would do with any of these, but I guess just like it's cool to have them there. And then the final one is kind of like a hay house, which is really, really nice. I do like the detail that they put inside the house, as well. But this is the Ever After Village house, and that is actually going to wrap up this video for the brand new fantastic. Every time I say fantastic, I immediately want to say Voyage bundle. It's not that. It's the Fantastic Fairytale Bundle. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. It'll notify you whenever I post a brand new video. And luckily, because Matthew Anderson answered me at a very perfect time, I'm going to be putting up this code right here for you guys. It is a code for a Fantastic Fairytale Bundle. First person to get it, it's kind of like first come, first serve. So unfortunately, if you guys didn't get it, I'm so sorry. But I am going to be doing some live streams soon, and I'm going to be giving away a couple more. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, like I said, just let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this bundle. Things that you liked, things that you didn't like, all that kind of stuff. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in my next one. So yeah, bye guys.